What's up everyone, WizardKen here with another Xbox One World of Tanks video. Today we're going to be looking at the German Premium Tier 7 Heavy Tank, the Tiger 1 Hammer. Now this tank just came out, and there's two ways you can get this tank, either by buying it in the store for 14,700 gold, which is kind of expensive, or you can continue playing the ops like everybody else is probably doing and get this tank for free. Now why did I buy this tank outright? Because I was kind of curious about why it was so expensive and what made this tank so special that it cost pretty much, what was my estimation? $64 in US currency. So, yeah, why does it cost so much? This better be an amazing, outstanding tank that should be able to deliver and smack the crap out of any enemy tank that we go near, or we should get some premium matchmaking, which, as you can see, we don't get. We see up to tier 9. So we're going to be talking about this tank today, the goods and the bads about it. And I know a lot of you guys aren't going to pay for this tank outright, but I really want to just focus on, is this tank really that special that we have to pay if we weren't allowed to play do the ops? Really, to be honest with you, this is why I'm doing this, is if Wargaming goes back to us unlocking tanks or premium tanks by just buying them instead of going through an ops, was this tank really worth it? I mean, seriously, that's what we need to look at here, because you never know when they're going to stop doing these ops stuff where, we're not going to be able to unlock these premium tanks this way. I mean, this tank really looks neat. It's got some really cool, paint schemes on it, which is really, really neat. It's just really cool looking, but if it's just the paint job I'm buying, I mean, as a collector, I'm fine with that. But for everybody else that would have had to pay, as I said, $64 for the base package, is it really worth it? I'm not sure it is. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to look at the actual store page and look at the hammer itself. Now, there's two packages, as I said. There's the Hammer Ultimate, which is the one I bought, and then there's the Mega package, which pretty much is the same as this one, but you get a couple different things, like an extra tank inside of it, as you can read there. You get an extra, what is this tank again? The German Tier 8 yeah, I'm not even going to try to say that. Tank Destroyer. So you would have gotten an extra tank in there if you paid for that. But, let's see. You would be paying almost $100 for that package if I'm calculating through my head right now. I didn't calculate this one out before I started recording. This one, I calculated everything out. So basically, you're getting 30 days of premium with this one if you bought it. You get 25 operations of 3 times boost. So basically, they gave you a whole bunch of these free boosts right here. Well, they're not free because you paid for them, but you understand what I'm saying. Anyways, the other thing that you get is equipment. You get all the equipment on it and stuff like that, which isn't a bad deal. But the tank cost, now, if we didn't have all these extra things on there, like the 30 days of premium, and we took away the whatchamacallit, the cost for the operations and stuff like that, the ×3 ops that they gave us. If we take all that away, this tank is still $52. $52. That's 10,050 gold. But $52, that's fucking ridiculous. Seriously. These tanks nowadays are just getting more and more expensive. It's not even funny. Even if you just want to collect them, and they may or may not be superior, it's getting ridiculous. Why? Why make us pay that much? I don't know. Maybe people are getting aggravated with the ops, and they're just like, fuck this, I want to pay it. I'm just going to buy the thing. And then they're like, fuck it, I don't care if it's cost $60. Maybe that's what they're counting on. I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, that $52 still. So anyways, I'm thinking to myself, this tank is better be amazing. Better be amazing. So anyways, all right, so now we're going to go and look at the stats on this tank. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to sit down and do a tank inspector on this tank because this tank isn't on the PC version, so I can't sit there and really look at the armor and stuff thoroughly, but I've compared this tank to a regular Tiger 1, and we're going to see what's the main differences is between the stats. And we could kind of look at the armor a little bit to see if it's going to be different, but I highly doubt it. From what I saw on looking at both of the tanks, they really look very similar in every single way. So, anyways, let's jump into the stats and see what this tank looks like in that section. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to look at the stats of the hammer right now. We're going to call it the hammer for now because saying Tiger 1 hammer is kind of, well, it's not kind of long, but it's going to get tongue twisting and stuff like that when I go Tiger 1 hammer, and now we're going to look at the Tiger 1. It's just going to fuck with me. So to make it easier on everybody, we'll say this tank is the hammer, and we'll call the original Tiger 1 Tiger 1. So, or just Tiger, one of the two. All right, so the hammer's hit points is 1,550, and comparing that to the Tiger 1, the hit points is 1,500. So you're gaining an extra 50 hit points, which, as we always say, gaining a little bit more hit points could possibly save you in the end and allow you to shoot an extra shot or two or whatever, or just survive. Always getting a little bit more hit points is nice, but it's not a significant amount. And the reason why I'm comparing these two tanks together is because, like I said, I don't have any way of using Tank Inspector on this tank to really see maybe there's spaced armor somewhere, but I haven't visually seen any kind of real spaced armor on this thing at all. It looks exactly welded the same way as the normal Tiger and stuff, so I don't see the differences between the two tanks at the moment. But anyways, that's why we're comparing the two to see, was this tank really worth paying that much money for? Because we're pretending like there was no ops there, that you get it for free. Anyways, the speed on the hammer is 40 kilometers per hour. The speed on the Tiger, 40 kilometers per hour. So they match up the same there. The whole armor on the hammer is 100 on the front, 80 on the side, 80 on the rear. And the turret armor, 100 on the front, 80 on the side, 80 on the rear. Now, what does the Tiger have for the hull and the turret? The same exact thing. There's no difference between them. I am looking at, I am using the highest package you could use on the Tiger 1. I should have said that at the beginning, but I didn't. But we are using the last package on the Tiger. So anyways, so the rate of fire on the hammer is 8.96, and the rate of fire for the Tiger 1 is what? Exactly the same. It's the exact same thing. These are the exact same guns. The 8.8 centimeter. So, I mean, they're really the same friggin' thing. The aim time on the hammer is 2.70 and the accuracy is 0.33. I did not look up the Tiger 1's one because I was stupid and didn't do that, but at least there you got the aim time and the accuracy there. The penetration on the hammer is 203 and the Tiger 1, 203. The damage, 240 and 240. They're both the same thing on that. Now, I couldn't get the camera rating of the Tiger 1, but I'm pretty sure since all the other stats are the same except the hit points, we're going to get the same stats for, it would probably be the same stats as the hammer. So, the camera rating on the hammer is below average. So, I'm pretty sure the Tiger 1's the same way. Now, the view range on both of these tanks, 380 and 380. So, there you go. I'm spending, real quick, before we jump into a battle, I'm spending, as I said, $64 for this, the cheapest bundle that I could buy. $64 so that I could buy a Tiger 1, to be honest with you. That's all this is. It's a Tiger 1. There's no difference between these things. From what I can see in the stats that I've been given and that I could research, these tanks are the same in that sense. Now, as a collector, I usually spend the money anyways, or, if I'm going to, I'll run the ops so that I can get this tank. I mean, seriously, I don't mind collecting this tank because I'm a collector, but I'm trying to look at this as a viewpoint for you guys if this ever goes back to where we have to start buying premium tanks. That is a lot of money for a tier 7. I mean, granted, it's as good as its predecessor, you know, it has the Tiger 1, but I was hoping for something a little bit more special. So I would rank this on our premium scale. If you haven't looked at my premium video, go look at that. I tell you, there's 3 different types of premiums that I see. Level 1, 2, and 3. I would say this is a level 3 from what I could see from the stats wise, because it can handle itself in the tier 9, just like the Tiger 1 can, because it's the exact same tank. And it's got the exact same gun and stuff like that. So, but anyways, we're going to jump into a battle right now. I'm hoping to get some of the new maps that they brought out for this update. I did read up on that a little bit. As you guys noticed, there's a little bit of different stuff in here. Like on the ops, I can run 3 ops all together, and then I can actually use my boost on here if I wanted to. All at the same time. Instead of using this as one of my ops, I can actually use this outside of it. So why shouldn't I do this? I think this is a bad move from Wargaming. I always thought the boosts were bad, but now I can do all these different operations plus these ×3 boost. And why shouldn't I do that? Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna use it up because why? I'm an asshole, and I paid my money for it. Might as well use it. So yeah, here we go. We're just gonna turn all this shit on. We're just gonna turn it all on. Plus, this is the other thing. When you actually get the hammer itself, is the ops that unlocks. Drop the hammer. Win a battle. Play as the German Tier 7 Tiger 1 Hammer Heavy Tank. Multiplayer only. You can repeat it as many times as you want. And as you can look on the underneath, the reward is unknown except for when you look in here, you get any of these random things here. 2,000 silver, small first aid kit, large first aid kit, 5 times crew experience, small repair kit, large repair kit, ×3 experience, 1 day of premium. I really don't mind this. I think this is pretty cool that you can... I mean, this is kind of like in the Division where every time I level up, I get a random item. I don't know what I'm going to get. It might be something I really want or I don't want. And this is cool because it randomizes what I can get. I might get a lot of silver. I might get some first aid kits, large first aid kits. All that stuff is good. ×3 experience over and over again. I might get that 2 or 3 times in a row. Who knows? That's actually pretty neat. I like that. So, anyways, let's take this tank out for a spin and see how it goes. Alright, guys, we're on Sandy River Night Encounter Battle. We're going to be going against Tier 7s, Tier 6s, and Tier 5s. So we're pretty much top dog here. I don't think, yeah, nobody else. Nope, one other person has the hammer. One other person has the hammer. So, let's see how we can do. Now, I didn't change up any of the premium or any of the rounds. So we're running exactly the same stuff that came with it. I didn't think I would need premium rounds. We do a decent amount of penetration. So, see what happens. Now, we are kind of slow, but I do kind of want to go up on... do we want to go up the hill? I kind of want to go up the hill, because I feel like their tanks are just going to come after us if we don't go up here and hold it down, lock it down a little bit. Because if we don't go up here, their mediums are going to come behind us, and they're going to wreck us. Never underestimate mediums or any other tank coming up behind you. If they can flank you, you got to worry about the people in the front of you, behind you, by the time you turn around. Yeah. So. Well, we'll see how this tank does. I'm pretty excited. This is my first real German heavy that's gone with the Tiger line. I've never had any Tigers or anything like that. So it's this is a line I really wanted to go down so that I can get the E100. So I'm pretty happy about how this tank looks and stuff. So see if this guy pops back out. I want to stay hidden as much as possible. The camera rating isn't the greatest, so but that night is not going to come out enough for us to do anything. Ooh, might get a shot on the... Nope. Easy 8 is running away. Alright, time for us to get down here and start helping our buddies out. Ooh, hit that tiger pretty hard. And we do not have 6 cents on here, so... Ooh, we bounced it. I shot in a very bad spot. Wow, bounced it again. There we go, nice little hit. He's probably going to run away. Do have to worry about artillery coming through. But we do need to help our buddies over here because they're getting their butts handed to them. And artillery's just going to focus on us for now. They really are. Or he really is. Come on, amen. Amen. And I bounced it. It's not something I wanted to bounce. Ah, I missed it. You gotta love artillery. My team, or my crew's gonna be very slow on fixing these tracks. The crew is not very good in it. Probably should have had a different crew. Yep, there they go again. Commander's dead. Awesomeness. Still getting detected by something. That stupid Hellcat. Random shot. Oh, we hit him. Can't believe it. We actually hit him. Trying to get out of here. Really having a hard time with this. Yeah, we're just going to keep getting hit the entire time. I have no more repair kits. This is not good. His reload time is... Oh, finally he missed. Enough for me to get the frig out of here. That tiger went right behind him. Alright, we gotta turn a lot. Oh my god, how is that guy getting so good at this? Random shot. Ah, this is terrible. This is terrible. Yeah. Just overspotted way too much. Alright, so that went terrible because, you know, we just did not have the spotting range that the, what was that, a Hellcat had. I mean, there's nothing we could do. It really comes down to your team being able to do what they need to do, and our team just did not do anything. So, yeah, so -1 point. It still let me unlock the hammer. Oh, man. Well, we didn't do terrible, but we need to keep trying this tank out some more. Do a little better on it. Alright, guys, we're on Abbey Standard Battle. We're going to be going against Tier 7s, Tier 6s, and Tier 5s. 2 Tiger Ps. Gotta worry about them. Nasty armor on that hole. But everything else should be okay. Another Hellcat. Alright, so we're going to go to the left. I usually like going to the right, but we're going to go left because I feel like that's going to be the better spot for us as a heavy tank, is to push this line over here. Really... Alright, so there's another tiger up there too. Alright, so that guy's going to go up there. Anyway, so far the tank feels nice. It's just I got to get used to playing it. It's not bad. Definitely got to get a better crew. Having 6 cents and my repairs going up on this thing would make this tank a lot better. So, but unfortunately, I don't get that luxury. Now, we don't have artillery on this one, so I can chance going out a little bit further than usual. And we'll see what happens. Nothing out there yet. Wait for my other heavy to get here. IS-2, which is not a bad little heavy to have. Try to stay hidden a little bit over here. I'm gonna go kill Franklin or George because he just went underneath the stupid green screen. Stupid dog. Alright, looks like there's like no one here. Which is kind of surprising. Where the hell's their team at then? Really, where's their team at? It's like they're all trying to conquer the middle area. Which is fine, because it looks like our guys are sniping from over here. And me and the other heavy, IS-2, are going to go play some peekaboo up here. Which I'm fine with doing. I'm definitely fine with doing that. Don't see anybody yet. Alright, well, looks like we're going to come up behind their asses. Let's do it. We're going to run up this way a little bit. Ooh, look at this. Got a Tiger P over there. Yeah, I hit you too, buddy. This is not good. Out in the open. Alright, we need to move. We definitely need to move. Got a nice little shot on him. We're shooting on the move. Pretty happy with that. Ammo racked. Yeah, we're done here. Yeah, we bounced it. Yeah, we're dead. Alright guys, we were defeated again. Didn't do much damage or anything this game. Yeah. Gonna have to keep trying to do a little better with this tank. But didn't have the greatest team supporting me. So, but it wasn't all their fault. I could have played it a little bit more safer with this tank. Alright guys, so we're on Tundra Standard Battle. We'll be going against Tier 8s, Tier 7s, and a couple Tier 6s. So, we're going to have to play this one a little bit more cautious. Which I should have been doing all along. First couple games have not gone good for me because I'm kind of pushing myself out there. And I need to treat this tank not so much as a heavy, but yeah. There is one artillery we have to worry about. Where is everyone going? No one's really going over here. So we'll head this way. Now, I haven't driven a Tiger tank on the game yet, but I would have to say, I mean, if the stats are all the same, this is pretty much we're driving a glorified Tiger tank. And what I mean by glorified is that the paint and stuff like that is pretty on it. That's about it. That's the only glorified thing on this tank. From what I can observe at the moment. I really don't want to go out too much. This medium has a lot more maneuverability than I do. And I'm kind of worried about what he might see over there. Oh, we got some mediums over here we have to worry about. We're going to back up because I really do not want to get hit by any of these tanks right off the bat. Just gonna have to play this cautiously. T-32 is trying to pull up, but that was my concern right there. There's more tanks over there than meets the eye. Ooh, nice little hit by the KV2. Luckily, he's using HE rounds and... Man, our guys are getting torn up on this side. The other side really needs to start pushing around. I don't know how long we're going to be able to hold this off. Yeah, KV2 just took out my heavy. Still got a T-69 there. Got a nice little hit on him. He's going to try to sneak around. We're going to get ready for this. Alright, got the T-69. Just going to have to try to hold out as much as we can. There we go. Still got the KV2 to worry about, and he's probably aimed in on me. Oh, we missed. Oh, man, it bounced it. Can we get a shot on the other KV2? No. Or put cruise control on so we can just boogie up here. He's shot, so he's not going to have a round ready. Oh, man, they got him. Nice. So it seems like being a little bit more patient with this tank. Not going straight out there and stuff. Seems to be an okay route to take with this tank. Oh, this guy's on fire, and he's gone. Alrighty, so the game took a little bit of time to get going there. We did, get screwed over by going out there a couple of times too much, but that's okay. We did 7,000 experience points because, of course, we got the times 3 boost. We got the Middle Mayhem. Drop the hammer, large first aid kit. We got on that one. And then times 2 hammer crew XP. So, alright. Not bad. 61,000 in silver, 1,652 in damage, 8 penetrations, 2 tanks destroyed, and we came in second. Not bad. Not bad. So, there you go. Alrighty, guys, so let's wrap up this first look at the German Tier 7 Premium Heavy, the Tiger 1 Hammer. So let's talk about this real quick. We've got to see this tank go out in action. Now, forgive me, I've never messed with the Tiger tank line before. I went down the Tiger P line, which a lot of those tanks have a lot of armor, which is very nice. And so it was a little bit easier for me to go down that line. I've never really had to deal with a lightly armored heavy German heavy tank before. So it was a little bit of a learning curve those first 2 games. But once I figured out, I needed to stay back a little bit more and be more patient and stuff. Our last game went pretty well. I was pretty happy with that. I was kind of worried there a little bit because I'm like, man, there's a lot of tanks over there, and if they pushed, they would have gotten me. They probably would have gotten me, but we were able to hold them off there, which I was pretty happy with. So, For argument's sake, or our little thought's sake, for if we weren't allowed to unlock this tank in the operations, which this thing's going to do 50 million things, is this tank worth buying? Like, if we had to buy this tank straight out, I would say, as a collector, yes. It's a neat tank to look at. It's pretty neat that they've got these designs on it and stuff. Pretty cool looking. But as a regular player, I would say you can get a regular Tiger tank and be fine. The only difference is you're going to gain more silver off of this one than a regular Tiger, which is a plus. Um, but is it worth the, what did we say, $52? If we were able to just buy the tank, is it worth that? Not really. Um, Especially not worth the $64. I mean, it is nice that you get basically a tiger that makes a lot of silver. That's pretty cool, and it helps train your troops, which is nice. But it's still very expensive, in my opinion. It's still pretty expensive. But all in all, I think the tank is pretty neat. It does handle itself pretty well. If I was a better player with this with a Tiger line, I probably would have done a lot better. But it does give me hope for when I do the Tiger line. I know what to expect a little bit once I start playing that line. But of course, this is like the Top Gun on the Tiger and stuff, so I will have to learn how to play that tank when it has the smaller gun and engine and stuff like that. But it's not a bad tank. It really isn't. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Keep grinding it out for the ops. Don't pay for it. This was just, for me to review it a little bit and just see how this tank does, so you guys can see what you're going to get in a little bit. So it's not a bad tank. It really isn't. So anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that like button, leave a comment. I do read your comments, guys. I just don't always get to reply. I rarely get to reply because I'm really busy. Even after this video, I gotta go do some stuff. But anyways, guys, until next time, see ya.